True. You could say that I was really nervous. But you can't call me mad. You see, my nervousness had a purpose. It's like a disease. In front of its power, I was worthless. But my body became a machine. My hearing was perfect. I heard all things on the streets, on my turf, in heaven, but the loudest sound was as hell on earth. But still I'm calm. I hope you're taping this now. I ain't making it up, and I'm about to break it down. How it started, but once it did, it was over. I think it was his eye. He had the eye of a vulture, pale blue, cold and chilling. I realized to get rid of his eye, all I had to do was kill him. This part's amazing. You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Then how did I make a plan more elaborate than a maze's? My intention was never wasted. I was nice to him the week before I killed him so that no one could trace it. I'm sure no one noticed me. I played it incognito, even helped him with his groceries. It was all love. I didn't hate the man. I even changed his light bulb. I was a grateful hand. But for 7 nights in a row around midnight, I'd crack his door, oh so just right. Creep my head into the crevice like it's skin tight, and set the flash in my hand to have a dim light. Slowly and quietly, I'd shine the light in his face to make sure he wasn't eyeing me. But every night my intentions froze. You see, I couldn't do the deed because his eye was always closed. But on the 8th night, my story takes a curve. I was getting impatient, had the itch that makes you burn. What's worse, the old man wasn't even concerned. Then all of a sudden, in his bed, I heard him turn. Now, you might think I got scared, but I played it off. Cause the last 7 nights he didn't wake at all. I was about to flip the switch of my flash. My grip slipped, it fell and crashed. He sprung up fast. Who's there? He cried out. The fear made my eyes water, but I stood still till they dried out. Patient and still, I waited for a sound. But I never heard him lie back down. It seemed like time froze. The clock stopped working. I knew he was up in his bed, wondering what was lurking. Probably thought it was the... blowing through the curtains, or a mouse. But he didn't know for certain. Then out of the silence, I heard a muffled... that was beating with violence. Now I'm not mad, I said that right from the start, but I knew the sound well, it was the old man's heart. A beat so bumping in my head, like the drum that stimulates a soldier marching into death. It grew louder every second. His horrid eye forced my hands into weapons. The old man's hour had come. With the loud yell, I flipped the switch and ran into his room. He shrieked once only, ah! Then I beat him with my bare hands like he owed me. Here is something you can't understand. How I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. How I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. How I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Yo, it's gonna be a long time before I'm finished. I stared, chuckled, and hit him with bare knuckles for 9 minutes. He was begging for his life. life. Oh God, protect me. I'm screaming in his face, but his eye won't let me. His life didn't matter at all, at least not that I recall. Cracked his ribs and shattered his jaw. You might think assault and battery's wrong, but not when my battery's on. I had to be strong. Yeah, I dragged him across the floor. You look medieval like I quartered him and crossed him raw. Got no cause to pause the shock and awe. So while he crawls and claws, I can't stop at all. He was mumbling at the floorboards that he tore at. So I hushed his poor ass and crushed his thorax. Now this old man's lonelier than a weeping willow. Don't be the weeping widow when his blood is shaped a pillow. You would think it would stop right there. But I swear, I kept hearing. In my head, like a nightmare. After a minute, it ceased. The old man was deceased. And I could finally live my life in peace.
Il dolce suono mi colpe di sua voce. Ah, quella voce me qui nel cuore descesa. Il dolce suono mi colpe di sua voce. Il dolce suono mi colpe di sua voce. Il dolce suono mi colpe di sua voce. Il dolce suono mi colpe di sua voce.
Now as I would never bother me. Think I did it sloppily, get off of me. I disposed the body properly. I was a genius, honestly. Chopped it promptly but awkwardly, so they could never do an autopsy. I'm too smart to be crazy anymore. I dug up some planks, put them underneath the living room floor. Cleaned it up like I settled the score. Made it look exactly the way that it looked before. By the time the deed was done, it was 4. And the last thing I expected was a... at my door. To the door, what do I see? I got 2 po-po staring back at me. No, I didn't let him faze me. I stayed calm and let him in. I played the scene perfectly, like an acting veteran. They said the neighbors complained of a midnight yell. I said it was me screaming in a dreamlike spell. Told them I was house sitting, searched the premises well, and they did, until their suspicions were quelled. My plot was so complete. We walked to the spot where he was under our feet. I told them, have a seat. We talked for a while, till it was out of style. I swear they had stories that were
longer than the Nile.
But soon enough, I had wished them gone. Something was really wrong. This was taking too long. I felt impatient in my chair, but I couldn't react. I felt an itch behind my ear, but I couldn't scratch. My ears started to ring. My head began to hurt. Just keeping my eyes focused was way too much work. I thought my hearing was beginning to stall, because the sound started to change. It wasn't ringing at all. The sound grew and grew. I tried to battle it with my voice through and through. It was so loud that the cops heard it too. No longer could I fake it, I couldn't take it. I slammed my fists on the planks till they started breaking. The sound wouldn't stop, louder than in the dark, louder than heavy metal artillery sparks. So loud it could tear the city apart. I pulled back the planks. It was the beating of his hideous heart.